Hello and welcome back to our renovation project here in rural Portugal. This week we take another big step when Phil finally solves the jigsaw puzzle of the bathroom roof. But first we are starting with a bit of a tidy up. If we rewind to last year, we found a locked room that we had to break into. It was full of cobwebs but was basically sound and dry. Phil was volunteered to do the first clearance. But then we could score a quick win with a dry storeroom that very quickly got filled up with stuff. Once it's properly cleared out, it's a great space. And with a few visitors lined up to come and see us this year, we've decided that with a quick lick of paint, it can easily become a bedroom. And conveniently right next to the bathroom. And with a fabulous view down the valley. That means, of course, we have to find homes for all the stuff that was in there. The most obvious option is the top end of the utility room we rescued last year.
Is this you doing mechanical stuff?
Yeah, something like that.
Sorry, concentration.
Yeah, horrible fiddly little things these. They're right pain to do. But, oh, don't knock over the one I've just done. Yeah.
Oh, it's all right.
It's not very steady yet. It needs all tightening up.
Needs a little bit tightening up. All right.
Yep. One down, one to go.
Excellent. And where are these going to go?
Hopefully in the utility room to put all the tools and stuff on. That's the general plan, I think.
Excellent.
So where we need shelves, yeah, of which there are many.
Pick a room, any room.
Yeah. So I've had a reasonably productive morning. I've assembled a couple of shelf units. They're so fiddly, but it's nice when they're done. They don't look very straight yet, I have to say, but once they've got some stuff on it, I'm sure they'll be fine. Something I've been meaning to do for ages is to do a bit of a tidy up in the adega. We've got all these old wine bottles that we discovered when we moved in that have just been sat on the floor, falling over all the time. So I've actually finally got some crates to put them in. So might clear them up, might do something interesting creatively with them at some point in the future. So here goes with a bit of tidying.
Another gorgeously bright morning. It's a bit cooler today. It's down around about 8 degrees when we came up here in the car, but it is just clear blue skies. That cool, clear sense in the air, and with the sun on it, it's even t-shirt weather. So I'm pretty pleased by that. You join me in the canopy, or at least right next door to the plum tree, next to the bathroom roof. And job this morning is to get a bit more going on this and get the tiles mixed and matched, fitted on to complete this roof. So with that, I think I'll crack on. them. Thank you. 2, 4, 6, 8. So I need another 2 for this row. Thank you very much, Colin.
Yeah, you got them?
Yeah. Brilliant, thank you.
Yeah, is that all you need?
That's all I need for there. So these ones, when I laid them out before, appeared to be slightly wider than these ones. But I checked them down on the bench and they're the same. I think the difference though is just in where the release come in for the row to row. So I'm going to try and go from the centre outwards and see if they are. It's obviously easier to start from the right hand end and go straight along because you can just drop them on top of each other. But what I was finding up there was I started the right hand end and it just got worse and worse and worse as it went. So, a bit of experimenting, but it does seem I think the other thing it may be is that these have a slightly wide, a bit of a gap in between them when they sit on top of each other. So if I put that one there, and then put this one, bit of a cruddy one, but I'll use that, but there's a bit of a gap there. We shall see. So one of the things, I've got a row up there, I need to cut a couple down, so bear with me a second. This will get noisy. And dusty.
Okay, let's come back.
So I've got to cut them ever so slightly beyond the middle, so that when that one goes up, it drains down that channel, and that one will then fall away to the side.
Okay.
So basically, you have one that way, and then the other half. So you can't cut one in half and use both halves. You've got to cut 2 tiles.
Oh, that's quite
to give
graceful,
you.
but there
Oh,
it
it's,
is. Yeah.
yeah, one of those things. There we go, that bed's in. All right there. That's not bad. These ones, because of the mismatch, they all slightly need a little bit of dressing. On that corner there, to get them to fit. There we go. It's all a bit near enough.
Okay. Good enough.
Oh, it will be. It will be. And it's interesting how they are going further. These ones seem to sit different to these ones because they're going slightly further and further out with each tile. You can see the mismatch in here. You've lost almost about 1.5 inches.
Wow.
So that one overhangs where it shouldn't. it's just the slight differences.
Yeah, just.
And because we're working with
recycled
with
tiles
mix and match.
mix and match. Yeah.
Recycling, but it's hey.
You're making progress. That's good. Another
We are.
row. Woo.
I think I'm a bit short of tile, so we may need to do another scrape around and see what we can find.
Eek. Right. Okay.
But I'll get as far as we can.
Okay. Cool.
So I'm 1 row short over the bathroom, and the nicer ones, the better fitting ones, are the ones with the sort of grapevine pattern on them. And so figuring out whether we can scalp any from anywhere else to salvage some, and the same pattern of the ones on the barn. So I'm going to have a cautious.
Over there, Phil. I don't know if those are any good.
Oh, so there is. I've forgotten all about those.
Yeah, they might be the right one.
Let's have a little look at those first, save us having to go up and...
Oh, I'll go and have a look. That one's okay then.
Yeah, but it's got the straight line pattern.
Yeah.
I've got plenty of straight line pattern ones.
Oh, you've got plenty of them, I was going to say.
A good few anyway.
You're desperate for some then.
I want 1 row of the grapevine pattern ones.
No, that's okay.
Now let's go back inside and see what we can get down from the roof. I think these are a bit of a lost cause.
Yeah.
They look pretty ropey as well.
A lot of them are pretty broken.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back at plan A, this is what we're dealing with, but these are...
They won't need much encouragement. To come
No,
down.
well this is why I've got my hard hat on.
Good idea. I'll stand well back.
Well, you stand right out of the way and I will retrieve some and gently pass them down to you.
Down.
We'll see how we get on. Right, hard hat at the ready.
How many do you need?
11. Call it 12 just for having a spare.
11, okay.
thread on it.
Take care not to damage them.
Yeah. All at 26. That's enough for 2 rows.
Yeah, right.
And it's taken out the worst.
What's the weight?
Sorry?
Bring the barrow up.
Yeah, I'll bring the barrow. Cool.
Yeah.
You see, with a bit of engineering in here, that one's gone.
Yep.
So we could replace that by putting a joint up there. You could do a king joint like that, because this one's sound. So you could cut that one. If you were to prop everything behind it here,
yeah,
most of what's there, that beam has gone,
yeah,
because that's a replacement. So these are the eucalyptus.
yeah. The eucalyptus one.
The eucalyptus ones have survived apart, all the way down. So that one's gone because that's replacement timber. So
please step away from underneath that big thing.
if we were minded, we could resuscitate this roof. I leave that one hanging as an option.
As is most of the roof. As usual, we need some supplies, this time from Coimbra. So we thought we'd take you along for the ride, as we go up and over the hill and through some of the small villages en route. There's also a lot of forestry around here, and it's quite exposed, so you can imagine how fires can spread during the autumn fire season. If you go back to episode 42 last September, Portugal experienced severe forest fires. This is one of the badly hit areas. Even now, you can see the chilling evidence of charred trees. It's a salutary reminder to keep on top of all the fire precautions. And of course, our thoughts go out to any of you watching in California who've been affected by the horrific recent fires in Los Angeles. It makes quite a change to suddenly arrive in an urban area. It's a real mixture of modern and some very old buildings, with the essential big hardware store for things we can't get locally. Then just round the corner is a 14th century monastery and a 16th century convent restored 20 years ago, which is now a cultural centre with a 1,000-seat auditorium. Coimbra is really quite a surprising city, and we've got so much more exploring to do. Wow, it looks like Phil's made it to the front edge. Excellent. Speak of the devil. Looks good that, you got down to the front.
Can you pass me one of the what's wood?
Oops, got that?
Yeah. So these things, tiles will extend quite a long way out. I don't know, I fitted a trial one here just to test it. But these things are going to extend the rafters out a little bit.
Okay, yeah, because the tiles otherwise don't overlap the end.
Well, the tiles, they're about 50 mil short, and they're the length they've got to be because that's got to tie in with the main roof on the top. So these things are just little extensions of the existing rafters, and they will go about like that.
And then you can fit one last tile over the
And then I can fit a couple of battens across the top and a last tile onto it, and then put a fascia board on the front of it. So all they're doing is supporting the weight of the one tile.
Cool.
Nothing terribly much there. I'm just going to be a bit careful that I get them. Oh, I can't do that one because the ladder's in the way. Aha! So get them in the right place.
Yeah.
So I need them to be extensions of that ladder, of that rafter, sorry. And about 300 mil. There we go. From there. And the question is, can I reach over? I get started, I have to move the ladder to do it properly. But
The general principle anyway.
general principle's there.
General principle.
Getting in the way.
The ladder's in the way. Yeah, keep going. You one at a time. You can do it one at a time.
Well,
Yeah,
need to
you've
get
done it
a bit further over to the right. I think step ladder is probably going to be the better bet.
now. But is that's over at the barn still probably?
Give me that, bring it back. I'll go and get it. That's better. Oh, how cool was that? $300 is bingo. Right.
Well done. Bit of a balancing act. Yeah, nicely done.
So that is pretty much it. How does that look?
The top one's longer on the left, is it meant to be?
It doesn't matter about no, I'm thinking about the bottom one and how far it lines up with the edge of the OSB.
just another couple of centimetres.
Short of the earth, so okay, so I'm a couple of centimetres short here as well. So that's fine. So as long as we're centrally, positioned. So I'm working on two at a time. The slowest part of this process is getting the ladder set on this uneven ground. But now we are here. So we've got double repash on the end of the extended rafters. So now goes up. Sits in there. Next one comes in. There we go. Almost fits. See how it goes along the line. That lines up quite nicely. Oh, it's awkward getting up here.
So, after a fairly lengthy process of gathering and sorting tiles and forcing them to fit, extending the rafters and moving the ladder far too many times, we have a rather neat new bathroom roof, and all using recycled tiles. There are still a few finishing touches to do in typical Phil style, but we'll leave those for another day. Thanks so much for watching, and we look forward to seeing you again next week. Bye for now.